Welcome back to the Journey Manager. This club's got a new hot prospect. Transfers have happened. Let's run the intro. Yes, folks, how is it going? And a warm welcome back to the Journey Manager. Transfer-wise, I did some business. Some of it might have been for the sake of it, but you know what? It's business nevertheless. Now, first things first, our former first-choice goalie, who of course was ousted when Fivos came into the club, has been removed. Yeah, that is right. Gorka has left the building. The 33-year-old wanted to play first-team football. I couldn't offer him that. The good news is I've immediately found a replacement in Luke Campbell, who I feel like kind of does the job. Granted, you know what? He's nowhere near as good as Gorka, but he's also significantly cheaper for us, and he was also a free agent. I suppose all of a sudden for our starting goalkeeper Fivos, there's this new pressure for him not to get injured, but let's be honest, the 24-year-old is improving. And I feel like he could be my nailed-on goalie for the entirety of my time here at Atramitos. The only other player we sold was DMA, a player who was just not getting any first-team football whatsoever. He left for £250,000. And while as already mentioned, we signed Luke Campbell, we signed alongside him two really exciting options from Macedonia. The first here is Vasil Manevski. I have been aware in previous save game of Macedonians who are amateur that are just worth signing. So I figured, why not look at the Macedonia under-21s team? And we came across this guy who's rated really highly. We're able to sign him on a free transfer, has crazy potential, current ability is a little bit lacking, but look at the hair. And the other man, we signed another Macedonian player for the future, another 18-year-old who since joining the club has decided he doesn't want to improve anymore. We have here Vegmuller, another amateur player who we signed on a free transfer. You can see here, he actually had a load of football played in Macedonia, and he was in the under-21 team, but uncapped. He didn't get a chance to play for the under-21 team, but that doesn't matter to me, because I feel like he's quite a good player. Granted, you know, in the grand scheme of this save game, am I likely to ever see these players play? Probably not, but I kind of feel like it's just nice to kind of set up the team for the future when I eventually leave. Loads of you guys have asked at the end of this save game, will I do an episode where I kind of go through all the teams we managed and where they are at the end of the save game? We will definitely be doing that. Now, in terms of the matches since we were last here, we have been flawless in the Super League. We've won all the games except one. It was this game against Kafisia. Yeah, they beat us 3-1, a very even game. I was a little bit happy in a weird way when we lost to Kafisia because they're a team defying all expectations and odds. They've secured themselves a top 6 finish and will make the upper split. On the other side of the spectrum, Olympiakos failed to make the top 6 cut. That is absolute drama. I did have half an eye open for if they maybe sacked their manager, but at least for now, Dambrauskas has not been sacked. Elsewhere in the Greek Cup, we have made it through not one, but 1.5 rounds. Yes, that is right. First game of today's episode is a second leg. We'll come on to that shortly, but against PAS Giannia, we managed to win 3-1 on aggregate. An unexpected result against a team who, well, to be fair, have broken into the top 6 of the Greek Super League. And as I mentioned, we have got a second leg to play today. In the semi-final first leg against PAOK, we won 2-1 away from home. Jatta got us 2 goals in this game. This man just continues to be comfortably the best team in our, best player in our team. To be honest, though, the result was made a little easier by Jack Roberts, the New Zealand regen you can see here, getting sent off in the 30th minute. Now, you can actually see we played that first leg a little while ago now. 3 league games played since then, and we've won them all. And in the league, we've been really, really good, which is amazing to say. The bad news is Panathinaikos just don't lose. They have 1 defeat in 26 games, and despite an amazing season, we're 9 points behind them. And to be honest, at this point, it looks like it's going to be ourselves and AEK Athens battling it out for that second spot. There is a bit of a gap between various teams here. Oh, and you might have spotted it down in the bottom right here. Jatta's made the Media Dream 11, as has Riquet. Yeah, we love to see that. Of course, once upon a time, these kind of cup semi-finals were massive for the mileage, but we know we can get back to London now. The 500 miles, I'll bank them, I suppose, but in the grand scheme of things, they don't matter a whole lot. Now, in terms of team news, of course, we've had a load of injuries, and we had various players away on international duty last episode. The good news is we are pretty much at full strength for this game here. Abubakar at right wing back from international duty, alongside all the various other African players. In terms of other players who have been playing really well lately, well, Riquet is leading the way, but another man who's been absolutely superb is Jabira. Went away on international duty with Morocco. He's come back and he's hit the ground running. Oh, I forgot about this. I need to have 220 players in the cup squad. I don't have another player to add, so I have to just not have players on the bench. Yeah, that's the way to get around it. I'm only allowed 7 of 9 subs because I don't have enough children in my team. Okay, here we are. Cup semi-final second leg. Feels a bit weird coming back for the second leg, but to be honest, this cup competition maybe isn't the main focus. I kind of thought, given how we've done in the league, we could compete. Has Abubakar just been sent off? Oh my word. I mean, in the game that we played against them, when they were at home, they had a sending off after 30 minutes. We've outdone them. We're down a man after 6 minutes. I'm afraid to say that Jabira, who I really bigged up, is going to have to drop from the team. Kenatidis is now going to play as the wing-back on the right-hand side. Normally, I tell the wing-back here on this right side to sit narrower and cut inside. I now need him to provide all the width because Akis is going to have to try and help the striker. I'll tell you what, going into this cup game, there was an air of anticipation, excitement, and I really felt optimistic that we could make it to a final and do something special that would definitely help our manager reputation. That kind of hope has been ripped away from me, I have to be honest. This feels like now it could be a really, really long game. Of course, we have the advantage from the first leg. That is hunky-dory, but they have quality. They have really good players, and that has to leave me a little bit worried. Of course, with the way that we line up, we're just dropping the pressing forward on the right-hand side. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's a great save. What have I just seen? Can you tell I'm not enjoying things today? I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm stressing out. Yusuf Demir, that is, by the way, the former Wonder Kid. Remember him? Yeah, he put the ball in there. Our keeper collects it. And if you're wondering, is he good in this universe? I mean, he'd probably walk into our team. We are only 15 minutes into this game, and already there's been a lot of highlights against us. You know what? I'm going to switch the mentality here from attacking to balanced. Really like to do that change, actually. As the away side, that is a change that I would recommend. In a game like this where we don't want to overcommit going forward and we have a slim advantage to hold on to, I feel like the balanced mentality just makes sense. I'm going to hope that change isn't too little too late here, as we have a rather long highlight forming. And I feel like the longer a highlight goes on in Football Manager, the more expectations raise that there might just be a goal in it. Conway playing keep away, a bear, back to Bodjovic for them. The centre-back plays it wide to a bear. Down the line they go. I mean, we are chasing shadows in this game. Of course, normally we have a pressing forward on this right-hand side. They're not around today. And oh my word, that's a ball by Demir to Hector for a really, really nice goal. Like an annoyingly pretty goal. Can we discuss the pass here by Yusuf Demir? First time dink over our defence. Murray Campbell in pursuit. Not quickly enough. Okay, you know what? We've survived 20 minutes since we conceded. We're doing okay here. There's still a lot of football left to survive, and well, survive is what we need to do here, as they have us pinned back at the edge of the box. Jatta gets onto a loose ball, loses it. Demir shoots, hits the woodwork. It's not cleared away, and that was smashed into the side netting. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing in this game here. I'm going to go to a double striker system. I feel like that is just the best course of action at this moment in time. I'm going to go with 2 advanced forwards. I kind of want to just leave 2 men forward at all times, kind of hopefully providing an outball of sorts. It's 2-2 so far, but there is still a very long 45 minutes left here. I'm far from pleased, lads. I should say, if the scores are level after 90 minutes in this second leg, it will go to extra time and potentially more. Siopis bringing the ball forward. That is a crazy long throw that wasn't even that long. And Yusuf Demir now adds a goal to his assist. It turns out the washed Football Manager Wonder Kid, I say that, I mean, he's still quite young in real life, but he's got hands. Or I guess in this case, he's got feet. He's landing some punches. We're 3-2 down. Okay, we've got a rare set piece here. Riquet whipping it in. Chukwuma heading it over. I'll tell you what, I really hoped that I was going to fire up the episode today, play it in the cup, do amazing, be happy with ourselves, get to a final, and have something to look forward to at the end of the week. And the sending off has just ruined it, hasn't it? Right, I'm going to bring in the Michelin man here. He is very, very good in the air, so I'm going to play him as a target forward. I mean, I'm already playing rather attacking here. Riquet is looking absolutely exhausted in the middle. I'm going to bring in Jalilov here as we desperately now look to chase this game. Obviously, Jalilov, typically a winger, can play centre mid. There isn't really a role I feel like he can play that well, but we'll just play him as a, you know what, as a Mazzala. Do some running as a Mazzala. That sounds good to me. Harrison at left back hasn't had a particularly good game either. We'll bring in Dew. I'll hold on to one last sub for now, just because there's still 10 minutes and I don't want to have to play down a man if an injury happens. I suppose at this point as well, we can go to very attacking. We need a miracle. We need something magical. And instead, we are going down with a whimper. What a sad state of affairs. You have to say, based on how that game went, where they only had 3 shots on target, had we had 11 men for more than 7 minutes, I feel like we would have been in this game. Now, unfortunately for us, that does now mean the league is just full focus. And as I kind of already alluded to, the way things are looking, I don't think we're going to be challenging for the title. Top 3 feels rather likely, I suppose. I would love to do the game against AEK. It all just comes down to scheduling. Whenever the schedule gets updated and I know when I'm playing them, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, I'm so upset about the red card. I've been making content for a long time, and sometimes Football Manager can definitely hear what you want to say. I wanted to do the game against AEK. It's in a month and a half. So instead today, we're going to try and get revenge, because the very first game of the championship group of the Greek Super League sees us take on PAOK, who just knocked us out of the cup. That's right, I get an immediate chance of revenge literally days later. And if you're thinking that's what I meant by the game can hear me, absolutely not. Remember Fivos in goal? The new goalie, and I talked about selling the old backup, bringing in a worse backup, because Fivos is great. He's injured for 2 to 4 weeks. He's not available for this next game, which does mean that new arrival Luke Campbell is going to be in goal. Good luck, Luke. This could end awfully. Now, with the championship stage, you can see here, the top 6 teams in the Greek Super League now play each other a further 2 times. So we play 10 more matches to end the year. As I've already mentioned, the title feels like it's already gone. This is the kind of game that really we should have been winning, which makes the fact we lost in the cup all the more disappointing. Away from home, though, it's not going to be easy. Oh, and before we play the match, there is an away day. We're going to the stadium called Tumba. Cowabunga, let's see what it looks like. Tumba and Cowabunga don't even rhyme. It doesn't matter, editing Jack, edit that out. Now, I believe last episode I accidentally suggested that PAOK play in Athens. They don't play in Athens, they play in the north. They play up here at the Tumba Stadium. Here it is in all its glory. And, well, from above it looks gladiatorial. There's a car park, there's a swimming pool. Can we go look at the swimming pool? Oh, we can. No one has ever been this excited about swimming pools. Here it is. It is literally... I thought this was going to be like a swimming pool, like stadium or something with seats. No, it is literally a swimming pool just next to the stadium, which I have to say from the outside looks very intimidating. We have also got, at this point, the traditional Greek graffiti. I mean, here is the stadium from the outside. I don't know why this building just looks very Greek to me. I think it's the tiling kind of pattern. It just looks like Mediterranean, which I suppose makes sense because we are in Greece. We do also maintain the tradition of just graffiti outside stadiums in Greece. Some of it looks absolutely awful, and then occasionally, oh, like here, you get some very artsy graffiti that actually kind of looks like passable and quite nice. Like, this is a lovely mural. Why can't it all be like this? Oh my word, we can go in the club shop. We can go in the club shop. Show me what we've got. We've got kits on displays from 2015, shirts, camo shirts, more shirts, goalie gloves, and football boots. I assume these are like branded to the club goalie gloves. I have got the question with these boots. Who goes to a football club shop to buy boots? That's weird. That is... Who... Have you ever bought football boots at a stadium? Please let me know in the comments. Now, I did already notice there's loads of lines on the pitch, but we saw this before at Olympiakos and it was out of date, and it's happened again. This is footage from 2014. It's the same bloke who just ran around with a camera in his hands. Here is the stadium. You could play a great game of chess on the seats. Here is the view pitch side. I have noticed this. Someone should probably let the groundsman know the dugout should face the pitch. Like, I don't think this should be left here. I have a question, and I hope this doesn't come across as insensitive, because there might be a big story around this. Why is there a bust next to the pitch? You know, in EAFC, an Ultimate Team, you get trophies you can put pitch side. They literally have one here at PAOK. Like, who is this bloke? There must be a story. Why is he watching the game? I've got many, many questions. Also, when was it the ball hits him? there's definitely a story here. I hope I don't come across as insensitive. It's just genuinely one of the more bizarre things I've ever seen in a football stadium. And in terms of weird things in football stadiums, I've done quite a lot of away days at this point. Never seen a bust pitch side. I have got to give a rating to the Tumba Stadium. The issue is this footage is over a decade old. I know. As much as our denial might want us to not think 2014 was over 10 years ago, it was. We have to embrace that. And it makes it difficult to judge the ground, really, doesn't it? Before I give a score, I need to check the car park, which I'll be honest, does look like quite a sorry state. If you don't paint lines to where the cars go in your car parks, you're losing points immediately. And also, there's loads of people just parked on the curb anyway. What's the point in a car park if you're just going to park on the path? That's made me irrationally angry. I'll tell you what, away days are back in Greece. My disappointment in Greece is also quite big when it comes to them. The Tumba Stadium. I hope it's been updated since 2014 because it did look a little bit sad. If nothing else, it felt gladiatorial with the big bowl layout. But that is literally the only redeeming quality. I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. I think it probably was worse than Olympiakos' ground. Anyway, saying all of that, let's play some more Football Manager. We're taking them on away from home again. Kanatidis has to come in and play at right back because Abubakar, funnily enough, is suspended because he got sent off in the very last game. I realise now I can also add some players to the bench, can't I? Because this is not a cup game anymore. And to be honest, when it comes to the starting 11, I would rather not change anything. Obviously, there's a change at right back. And there's the change in goal. I'm very, very scared for Luke Campbell, but maybe he can be a hero today. Okay, corner early on in this game. I feel like there's pyros in every single match we play here in Greece. I feel like Football Manager could do more with the pyros. Maybe I'm expecting too much. This is a company, Sports Interactive, who have 2D trees in their game in 2025. I'll tell you what, if there's 2D trees in the next Football Manager, I'm going to kick off. Anyway, we've had a shot that's saved. I need to hold my grudges in my mind and not vocalise them. That's not why you're here, or maybe it is. Coco's bringing it forward. Maybe that would cheer me up. Get me a hot cocoa and let me have a little rant about Football Manager trees some more. Right, Kanatidis goes down in a heap. Is he injured? I don't think I have a backup right wing back on the bench. Can they kick the ball out of play? Can you kick the ball out of play? It's Yusuf Demir again. That is disgraceful. Why did they not kick the ball out? Give them a red card for that. My right back is injured on the floor. They play on, and surprise, surprise, they score via, well, where the right back would probably be doing some defending. I think our centre mid there came across, left us light in the middle. Okay, it's a knock for Kanatidis. He's injured, but he can shake it off. That's good news. I don't have a right wing back on the bench. I'd probably have to bring in Mark. And no one wants to bring in Mark, who apparently recently has done some improving. Well done. Clap him in. Why is he unhappy? I don't even know who's unhappy. That's news to me. Right, we're a goal down, but you know what? At least we've still got 11 players on the pitch after 14 minutes. Kanatidis has miraculously recovered. It turns out he was faking, as Rike has a crazy shot that's parried over. I'm going to try demand more from the players here. The space signals he wants more. Yes, I do. Kanatidis, can you deliver more? No. The highlight just ends with the ball still in the box. But we've got another highlight immediately. We're not even halfway through this first half. It's been an end-to-end game thus far. We're having our fair share of possession. There's only actually been 3 shots in this game between the two teams, but they've all been on target. Maybe we could add a 4th to that total here. Ball back post. Jabira headers it in. I was scared it was going to be given offside. It's not. It's goal number 10 of the season for him. A man who came to Greece a number of years ago. Didn't work out for him. He went back to North Africa. We've brought him back for a second stab at things. And I'll tell you what, he's proving his worth right now. I mean, look at this for the redemption story. Released on a free transfer from Panathinaikos' B team. He now has 8 goals in 21 games in the league, and I think another one in the cup too. Yusuf Demir's over the ball. I called him a washed Football Manager Winnicott, and since then, he's bullied me. He very nearly bullied me there. It's hit the crossbar and gone over. I will say that so far, Campbell, he's having a good game. I say he's having a good game. He's not actually made a save yet. They scored their only shot on target. But besides that, you know, he's not kicked it straight to their attackers or anything stupid like that yet. Am I going to regret saying that? Have I jinxed it here? The ball's played in. Al Dawdor for us takes it down well. Can we now look to build it out and beat the press? It's nodded down the line to Leon Sakos. He is a bit isolated on the far side, but he does well to hold it up for Jatta. He is going to look to maybe go inside as the inside forward. He gives it back to Leon Sakos, who goes down in a heap. Has the referee given a penalty there? I'm questioning it, and it's a penalty for us. That felt very, very soft. If it's going to be given, though, I won't complain, Football Manager. Are you going to hook me up? Penalty awarded, oh my word. We have a chance from the spot. It's going to be Jatta over it, looking to add to his goal-scoring tally. There's a pyro behind the goal to put him off, and it's put him off. He's scared of fire. That's the only logical explanation. Well, 15 minutes on from the missed penalty, nothing's happened. I genuinely think that Jatta might just be scared of fire. It's 1-1 at half-time, which, I mean, we've created plenty. I feel like we could win this still. I really felt like this was Football Manager giving me a shot at redemption when the scheduling came out and we had them again. I thought that I could make this comeback happen, you know, missing my first choice goalie, set the record straight. Maybe we can do it. Leon Sakos scores. I think the linesman's got his flag raised. Has the linesman got... Is this about to be ruled out? It is, isn't it? It is. The celebrations are short-lived. If you're wondering, Jack, can we see the highlight with the lines? You know, to see the offside? No, I was too upset. I hit skip. I hope you'll allow that. I'm fragile today. Also, what are we doing defending that? That was scary. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's dinked forward. Into the middle. Hector's surely off. Lino? He's raised the flag. I think this will be offside. Goal review. Not given, right? Not given. Okay, breathe a sigh of relief. And you know what? Because this one went in my favour, we'll watch the lines be drawn. Show me the lines! I mean, it's not even close, is it? We don't even need the lines. 14 minutes remaining in this game, Jabira. Can you provide some magic? Ricky, back to Jabali. Inside to Murray Campbell. The centre-back, bringing the ball forward just a little bit, looking to maybe drag an attacker or two out of place, out of the space, and, well, just open up a passing angle, to be honest, for us to try and get the ball into the midfield. Ricky comes short for it. Harrison on the overlap, looks to go inside. Jalilov in behind, squares it. The Michelin man scores. It's assisted by a sub. It's scored by a sub. It's 2-1. Ricky's pass here was nice, but Harrison's run was really, really intelligent. Cut inside a little. Jalilov made the run, turned on the afterburners. And Michelinikis, the Michelin man, there's a reason we call him his nickname, he grabs another. He gets so many goals on off the bench for us. Albert Ulrich for them, bringing it forward. You know what, Ricky, that will do me. Or rather, it would have done if it wasn't for the fact there's just another highlight and immediately, I don't like this. It's Albert Ulrich inside to the captain who has, well, the high-scoring name in Scrabble that I'm scared to say aloud. Akekche? I don't know. Answers on a postcard. Who has an X in their name? That's mental. Aubert. Wide to Zenta. Dinked into the middle. Can we deal with it? Murray Campbell heads it away. Coco is going to look to keep it alive. And where is he going to go? He plays it in. Murray Campbell wins it nicely. Could we hit them on the counter here? We've got quite a lot of players surging forward all of a sudden. Akis looking to relieve the pressure. Inside to Jabali, the right centre-back. He's going on a wander. I said, what if it's what he's all about? He dinks the ball forward and we lose it, and now they're coming the other way. How can it be a 5-on-3? What's happened here? Roberts for them. I'm so angry. He's the bloke who got sent off when I played them in the first leg and beat them 2-1 in the Cup. And now he scores. I mean, genuine question. What happened to the team? I guess we're tired. It's like at the end of school break, where everyone's tired and it's next goal wins and everyone's just going forward. Except we were winning 3-1. Right, I'm going to encourage the players. I'm a benevolent leader. There are some tired legs on the pitch. Arguably, I could have, maybe should have made more subs. I will simply point at the XG and the missed penalty and say, I think we've got pretty bloody unlucky there. There is definitely some matches I play in videos where I'm more preoccupied with the commentary than actually playing the game. I'll hold up hands and say, maybe guilty of that in that game. Now, with the league season, there's only actually 9 games left. I do think AEK are going to end up being our big rivals, and you may have spotted it in the scheduling, but our very last game of the season, well, actually, our last game of the season, not theirs, is against them in the league. We are definitely going to come back for that next time, and if there's not a lot on the line, maybe we'll do a little recap next episode of all our former teams and how they're getting on. If there is stuff on the line, expect some drama in the last couple of matches. Anyway, folks, we will leave things there for today. You know what, Campbell? I came into the start of this episode kind of talking about you being a crappy backup. I want to say you weren't that bad that last game. He did make 6 saves. I think he did himself proud. Next episode, we are going to have our very first youth intake here in Greece. You may notice it's a load of C's, which is a little bit disappointing because I actually spent some money improving the youth and training facilities and recruitment and all that jazz. And we're probably going to get nothing. But maybe I'll be surprised. Come back tomorrow and we'll have the Football Manager equivalent of the lottery, where maybe I've got a winning ticket. Thank you so much for watching the series. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed. We're back tomorrow with more. It's me, Jack, and I'll see you on Friday to end the week. I'm out.